Godayan. Hey everyone, it's Eric and it's time for the Icelandic thing of the day. Um, so I thought today we would talk some more about food, mainly because earlier today I posted a video of it, you should go look at it. I tried for the first time the infamous poisonous fermented shark. Um, it's not poisonous after you let it ferment in its own urine for 6 months. No one knows how or why you would invent such a food, but yeah, so I posted a video of me trying it for the first time. I've been told I make several interesting faces, so it's also on my Facebook page. You should give it a look. But let's talk a little bit about other kinds of food for the moment, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, still tastes like shark. Um, so, there are 3 meals in the typical Icelandic day, in the same way that in English we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But since Icelandic is an efficient Nordic language, they're just referred to by the time of day that you eat them. So, for example, for dinner you have a kvöldmatur, which literally means evening meal. Kvöld is evening, and matur is food. So, kvöldmatur. So one of the things that we've done recently for the class is to plan out a 3-course dinner. And this puts into practice a couple of the things that I've mentioned in other videos. The future tense construction, Icelandic doesn't have a full future tense. Neither does English for that matter, in the same way that we convey the future by saying, I will write a book, I will eat dinner in an hour. Icelandic conveys the future through the construction ætla plus infinitive. So, ég ætla að borða, I'm going to eat, I intend to eat. So the 3 parts of this meal that we're talking about are the forret, there's pre-aspiration there that I know that Johan Simon would yell at me for not doing properly, which is the appetizer or the first course, athalret, which sounds like Ethelred the way I'm pronouncing it, which makes me think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But athalret, which is the main course, and then eftirret, which is the dessert. So you can see 4 is like before, and after like after. So the before and after parts, the appetizer and the dessert. So the one I planned out, which incidentally I totally don't have any of this stuff in my dormitory right now. I wish I did because it sounds delicious, but so íforret illa ég að vera salat með appelsínum, krakibærum og blærum ostam, which I'm making up that last one. I don't know if that is true at all, but so that's for the appetizer. I'm going to have salad with oranges. That's appelsínum. Interesting thing is that orange is appelsínum. Well, it's appelsínur, I suppose. But apple is epli. So the words have changed over time, I assume. Presumably, apple used to be apple in the same way, but whatever. Krakibærum, which is some sort of berry. I didn't look up exactly what kind of berry. And blue cheese, which is totally me making stuff up. But Ulster is cheese and blau is the word for blue. So I'm hoping that blar fits in with what I'm saying. Í athalret illa ég að vera lambakjöt með gulrófum. I think that's how it is. Gold roughage? Maybe. Lambakjöt, lamb cuts, I guess lamb chops. And gulrófum, is golden carrots, at least according to my friend Rosa, who I was working with on this project. Then I efterat edla ye athovera kirsu berries, which is kirsu bear is a strawberry and is ice cream. So kirsu berries, that's a compound, just a strawberry ice cream. So as I talked about in the last video, there's this thing where you have nouns in different cases here, and we see that on display. So lambakjot metha gulrolfum. Lambakjot is in the accusative because it's the main course, and then it's served with carrots, the gulrolfum. And because it's the side dish, it's indicated by the preposition meth, then it's in the dative, and which is why you have that um ending at the end, gulrolfum. So here we see a couple of things that are interesting from a grammatical standpoint. We see the edla av construction to say that this is all in the future. This is what we're going to have for dinner. We've got that accusative and dative thing going on, and there's also each of these sentences begins with e floret, e athelret, some sort of phrase at the beginning. Some sort of extra clause. And in Icelandic, when you have that extra clause in the beginning, it means that you have to invert the verb and the noun. So normally, like in English, Icelandic is a subject-verb-object language. But if there is something in that first position there other than the subject, then you have to invert it. So in this case, I athelvet etla ye athelvera. You have to switch the position of ye and eitla, and I am forever screwing this up because sometimes I forget what things count and what things don't count at the beginning of the sentence. But safe bet is if there's anything at the beginning of the sentence other than the subject of that sentence, then you have to invert. And that's just something that you have to get used to. So this is, so in English this would be something like, for the main course, will I eat? In the main course, will I eat lamb chops and carrots? Which sounds very strange, but that's just how it works in Icelandic. So that's more sentences about food. I don't have any things about buildings, or else I would have made that Talking Heads reference just then. Anyway, so we'll be back tomorrow with more Icelandic stuff. Happy Icelandic National Day. As I mentioned in the shark eating video, it's the 70th anniversary of Iceland becoming its own republic. So it's very exciting. There's all sorts of things happening here today, and probably would be more if it hadn't been raining all day, which is unfortunate. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Sjáumst.